Do you struggle to sleep? If yes, then this video is definitely for you. So, hi everyone, I'm Nilima and I welcome you back to my channel Exploring MS. Sleep, right? Which is extremely important for every human being. The fatigue that MS patients goes through, it's not just any kind of a fatigue, right? It is that bone aching fatigue that we go through every day. Okay. And if we do not relax our body, if we do not have a good night's sleep, it will affect us. So it's extremely important that we, have a good night's sleep. And how do we do that? First thing that we need to do is stop watching TV at least 1 hour before your bedtime. Okay, even before that, have your food before 7 p.m. At least by 7:30 maximum, you should have your dinner. And make sure that your dinner is not very heavy, not very rich in oil, so that your stomach feels bloated and all, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to upset our stomach just before going to bed. Maybe the dinner has to be light, right? Not very spicy, not very oily, and make sure that you finish your dinner before 7 at the most. I have made that change in myself. Sometimes I have my dinner around 6:30. And if you might be wondering that you'll feel hungry at night, you won't. You really won't. I've tried that. I finish my dinner around 6:30, 7ish, and no, I don't feel hungry. So try that out. It will work. Second thing, the one I already told you about, is you watch your TV, that's fine, but at least 1 hour before your sleep time, you should stop watching it. No TV before your sleep time. And sleeping at the same time every day is also essential, right? So if you're sleeping at 10, stop watching TV by 9 p.m. So switch it off by 9, and then that 1 hour period that you have before your sleep time, that's the most critical time. How do you spend those 1 hour? That 1 hour will define your sleep quality. Okay, so first stop watching the TV, and the second thing that you could do is your night routine. So, like the way you have your morning routine, you have to build your night routine too. When you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you wash your face. The same thing, you have to do it at the before sleeping also. So, brush your teeth, wash your face, use those night creams, toner for girls, serum, whatever, right? You could do that, right? And then do some exercise, like the breathing exercise. I'm not talking about the exercise as the morning exercise that we do, going to the gym and all. No, the night exercises I'm talking about is just some breathing exercises that you want to calm your mind and body before you sleep. You could do that. Maybe you could also go for a meditation. 10 minutes meditation is extremely good. You can do that too, right? And then the last thing that you can do before you sleep is maybe write a journal, or you can read a book. Nothing better than that. Honestly, trust me. You can just read a book before you go off to sleep. I have lots of books, right? Maybe out of 100%, the books that I have, maybe I've finished like 90%, but there are still 10% of books that I haven't read yet. So I make sure that, I read books before I go off to sleep. And I've also inculcated this habit of reading a Bible, right? So every night, one chapter of Bible before sleep. I'm trying to make that as a habit. But yeah, book definitely, right? Writing and books, those have to be, your best friend. At least during the evening, like the night time, these things have to be your best friend. And I'm sure, once you wake up in the morning, you'll wake up fresh. Last thing that you have to do is the room, the light has to be controlled. So just make sure that the light is not too bright, because your brain would just feel that, oh, you are it's still morning, and that's not what we want to signal our brain, right? So your light has to be a little dim, and that's what I wanted to share about, right? These are the few things which are very important as a night routine. So many years I have lived in a completely different way. Like maybe watching TV until I'm literally, feeling asleep, like just passing the bedtime, like maybe it's weekend, so I can go on. That's that movie that I'm watching, I have to finish, those series that I have to finish, right? And it's like 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. and sometimes 2 a.m. and I'm still there, glued to my TV and just watching TV all the time. And I'm not a rom-com kind of a person, right? So I always watch those murder mysteries and action thrillers, and so watching people being killed, and so all those kind of things, right? And then when I used to go off to sleep, I really would struggle. I would really struggle to sleep. And then when I wake up in the morning, I won't feel fresh. It's as if I've slept, but I haven't slept. You know what I'm saying? So I try to sleep, but no, I mean, I wake up and I'm still lethargic. I'm still yawning. And yeah, so that was a part of me for a very long time. But off lately, I have changed that too. I make sure that by 9 p.m., I switch off the TV. No matter, you know, uh, the series that I'm watching is really nice. I don't care. I mean, if I have to sleep at 10:30, I make sure that's a pattern. I go off to bed by 10:30, right? And then obviously the night routine, you know, brushing your teeth, washing your face. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup, I would still wash my face because, we feel lazy at times, right? It's cold and you're not wearing any makeup, so why do I even have to wash my face? But no, it has become more like a routine now, the habit. So makeup, no makeup, doesn't matter. I have to wash my face, brush my teeth, and yeah, just apply some good toner and serum and night cream, right? We are aging any which way, so the skin has to be maintained. So that's the motivation that I can give myself and I can give to all of you too. And then yeah, read books. I mean, I read Bible, doesn't mean that you have to, but you have books, right? So there's so many books, right? Maybe read some good books. I really like reading self-help kind of books, so I read those kind of books. And you know yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I'm sure when you sleep, you'll have a good sound sleep. Everyone sleeps, right? But how many of us really get those sound sleep? There were times when I used to really struggle to sleep. Nowadays I don't, not that much. I put my head down and I sleep, and then I go off to sleep, and then I wake up directly in the morning the next day. There were times when I used to get up, at night, maybe two times at least, one, two times at night. I'm just awake and checking my phone. What time is it? Yeah, with phone, I just have to say this. Stop scrolling your phone before you sleep. Keep your phone aside. That's all right. After 10:30, my phone, it goes on a focus mode, which means if somebody is messaging me or if somebody is calling me, I won't get to know. I will not wake up because my phone is on focus mode, right? I will not get any notifications. I will not get any calls. So I don't know if anybody is messaging or anybody is calling me. And then the focus mode is off the next day at 6:30 in the morning. So next day, obviously, I'll check my phone, right? But not from 10:30 till 6:30. My phone is like I don't exist during that particular time frame. So these are the few things that you could do, and then just watch out for yourself if it has helped or not. It has helped me, so I thought I will share with all of you so that you can try and see if it helps you too. And I really hope it does. Anyways, that's all from me for now. I'll catch you up in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Multiple sclerosis can't erase strength I find unwind and stories I share. Join me, friends, I know you care. Exploring and together we